what exactly is positive psychology? Can we dive a little bit into that?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I am not the best person to answer that question. So let's just start with that. But my understanding of it, let's start with my understanding of positive psychology. It's the field of study of human flourishing. So it's using all of the tools, the mindsets that psychologists have used to study maladies, things that are not going well with human beings. It's the study of things that are going well, or the study of what do people do that helps people flourish. And that raises some interesting questions in the sense of the difference between positive psychology and coaching, because coaching also is a field of study that helps people flourish. It's a practicum, right? And positive psychology is applied psychology in that sense too, more than clinical psychology from a positive psychologist standpoint. And the other thing that positive psychology does really well is it puts forward these theories that try to make sense of human beings, adaptive responses, behavior, mindsets, all of this, and puts numbers to those things. The difference between coaching, however, is that from a positive psychology standpoint, the expertise in the room still stays with the positive psychologist. With what makes it different from coaching, because in coaching, the expertise in the room is with your client. And that's still my main difference between being a positive psychologist and a coach, is where does the expertise lie? And that has implications for how it's applied, but that's my understanding of positive psychology.
Yeah, that's awesome. It just gets me really excited for our new 2.0 research and curriculum that is coming out right now. And
I've gone to 3 out of the 5 international positive psychology, it might be 4 or 5 international positive psychology conferences, and there might be more than 5. Anyway, I've been to some of them, and when I go there, I very quickly realize I am not a positive psychologist, even though I'm into it. I like it. I have a good friend who he's originally from Australia, but he lives in Dubai, and his name is Steve Jeffs. And I mean, this guy is next level. I mean, he's talking about all these, studies and variants, and he's putting together experiments that look at what happens when 2 people are co-leading an organization, strengths-based leadership, all this kind of really cool stuff from a very experimental point of view. For me, I realize what I have honed as a coach and why I love coaching is that it allows me to stay curious. I get to be as a coach, I get to be 100% curious 100% of the time, which I love. From a positive psychologist standpoint, they have to make hypotheses and test them and then have positions and defend them. Coaches, we can go there. We can defend positions about like expertise and powerful questions and, how to use the future self, things like that. But it's different. We're not clinical. We're not looking at, variance degrees and delta, change rates, things like that. But yeah, that's my answer on those things. Yeah,
that's awesome, John. I don't know what to add to that. I just think that was great.
Maybe we'll get Steve on these podcasts.